For the algorithm, yeah, we're in this. We're starting. I'm just checking all my levels. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Smash that like button, hit that notification bell, subscribe,
Yeah,
do it all.
what he said.
Glasses Cam, Cam eating on camera, and Glasses Cam. And
Yeah.
wait, is this makeup free? Let me see. Let me see if I can tell.
Is
I
what?
feel like there's.
Oh.
I'm like, is this makeup free, Cam?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to wait. I feel like there's some like like a small amount.
There's
Is it,
actually there's not. We were
hey.
saying we were saying before we started filming, Austin was saying that I'm like doing the reverse of that thing where like the nerdy girl takes off her glasses and puts on makeup. Where I'm like I look like I like freshly rolled out of bed today.
You're
Where
going
the
back.
makeup came off and the glasses went on. And all I have to do is have my hair up in a ponytail next time. And it'll be
You
the
got a
full reverse
ponytail it.
transformation.
You gotta wear like a sweater with like a collar underneath. Like you know when they have like a sweater and like a
Yeah, for
collared
sure.
shirt underneath, like the collar is like poking out of the sweater, and you're like
Yeah.
holding like some books, and you're like,
I just got a collared
you're
shirt.
like
I'm ready.
you're like the reverse like ugly. That did you ever see that show Ugly Betty?
I didn't. I'm familiar with it, but I never watched it.
I never undergot with because I was like this actress is objectively not ugly.
They
Like
always had her
the whole
playing ugly
premise of the
people.
show. The whole premise of the show is that she's just so ugly, and like I'm like, but she's not though. She literally just looks like a person.
Yeah,
Like
they were always like, "Is it America Ferrera so ugly?" And I was like, I don't know. There was some other movie that I had to watch for this like film study class that was, I think, pretty good, but I remember they were just like, well, you know what? They were calling her fat, which on one hand I'm like, okay, she wasn't that fat, but then I'm like, okay, she was fat in comparison to conventional beauty standards, so fine. But then I'm like, oh, this poor girl was always getting cast as like the ugly girl in every movie.
I'm
But
seeing an ad for Ugly Betty, and it says from Poncho to Han. Is this racist? I have to send this to you. This is an ad for the show. I'm
it's
gonna send
based on
this
a
to you.
telenovela, right? In
I don't
fact, I
know.
know it totally is. 'Cause it's like the most popular telenovela in Colombia, I think. I'm gonna look this up actually. Um,
She's just literally not ugly in any of these pictures that I'm seeing of her. She looks normal.
yeah, Yo soy Betty la Fea. All right, what did you send me? She also looks basically the same.
Yeah.
Um, but
Is this racist?
I mean, I don't know. My gut instinct is to say no, because it seems like I don't know. Is it well? What's the? It's produced by. Oh no, it wasn't. Never mind. Okay, now I'm reading the Wikipedia page for it.
I gotta see
I don't know.
like
I
cause
can't tell if this is like authentically Mexican American or if this is something that a bunch of you know gringos threw together and they were like, "Oh, isn't this funny?"
gringos, man. Is that can we say that word? Can we be like, look at the gringos over
I
here?
think we can say
The,
gringos. I think the real question is, are you a gringo if you're in the United States? I think
yeah,
yeah.
because
I think yeah.
because
I mostly think of a
it's like
gringo as someone who's like out of their element, who's like a fish out of water. But I guess you can be a gringo in the U.S. too. I don't know.
but yeah, it's we're doing the if she's ugly Betty, then what would be like the word for it'd be like distasteful Cam? I don't what would be the word?
Not a
uh,
prepossessing sight. Um,
unbecoming Cam.
unbecoming Cam. I like it.
Unbecoming Cam.
Yeah.
I see there was like something I seen on like Twitter the other day, and it was like I don't like someone like it was all these people like sharing memes to like brag to Twitter about like I just had sex. Like they were like bragging about
Mm-hmm.
it. And someone was just like, it's unbecoming of a real nigga to ever share memes alluding to the fact that they had sex. Like, like that's just not the way to ever
We had
do
that
this.
we had that happen when I was with a couple of friends at this like at a restaurant basically. And one of them was subtly but definitely ogling our waitress who was like our age. Um, but he just kept being like, you could tell that he was like into her. And my friend was like, "Stop staring. It's unbecoming."
I don't like when people hit on serving waitresses,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, he
I don't
was
know.
he wasn't hitting on her or anything. Because yeah, that would be it's not cool to
Staring, bro.
hit on people who are forced to be nice to you.
It's a
But
weird situation, bro.
yeah.
It's like, again, I'm not doing this to disparage strippers, but it's like believing. I mean, it's all service industry, but it's like
Hmm.
believing that that stripper is in love with you. Like,
Right.
it's like that's the experience. Like of course she's gonna want to listen to everything you have to say and all that. Like
Hmm.
that's the experience, man.
Yeah.
But I always found that weird, man. Like I don't know, just like just being out. Like there's just I don't people don't be. But I'll be sounding like old when I'm only like 26 years old, about to be
Hmm.
27. Like I don't know, but I feel like I grew up around a lot of like I spent a lot of my time with like OGs. So I wasn't like I don't know, like I mean I had my friend group my age, but I would like hang out with a lot of like older people that I should not have been hanging out with in the like probably, but like
Hmm.
like I mean, but like older people that would like tell me things all the time. So I don't know, it's just like nobody like keeps it player anymore. It's weird, man. Like everyone acts everyone has extreme like and I'm not saying this like being a virgin or like the term virgin energy does not apply to like whether the person is
Yeah,
has
it
had
doesn't have
sex
to
or
do with
not.
whether or not you're actually a virgin.
But like someone could be like smashing every night and still have like big virgin energy
Yeah,
with the
for
way
sure.
they act about this. I'm like, have you ever seen a woman? Have you ever seen an attractive person before? Like
Yeah.
like they're out here, man. Like they're everywhere, man. Like
Hmm.
people act like every attractive person they see is the last
It's
attractive
the
person they'll
only
ever
yeah.
see in their life. I'm like, I
Hmm.
just like I could be in the room with like the most attractive that like fits my personality type exactly. I'm like, okay, it's chill. Like we're out here, man. Like
Hmm.
people don't keep it player no more. I don't get
Yeah.
it, bro. These
SMH.
I blame the internet.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much to add to that. Except
I feel like
I
the internet
agree.
has ruined the way people socialize, bro, and the
Oh my
way
god,
people
yeah, for
talk to
sure.
each other.
Definitely.
Like, man, it's weird because we're so like historically we're probably like
Yeah,
if
we're
you
like
go
more
back to
connected
like
than ever.
yeah, like if you go back even 50 years or
Hmm.
let take it back even further, like go to like way like 100 years in the past, the average person would maybe meet like 100 people in their lives. Like really
Hmm.
think about like you probably just knew like the people in your village or surrounding area and
Hmm.
that was it. Like but now people are like meeting people and like they're like meeting like thousands of people like virtually or even in passing and then they're like meeting and dropping people. It's like the fact that ghosting is such a common thing. Like we are not supposed to meet this many people, bro. Like
Hmm.
this is this is
Yeah,
too
don't even get
much,
me
bro.
started. Yeah, we're so like paradoxically so like atomized where
Yeah.
we're all sort of existing in our own little bubbles and then we are more asocial than I feel like I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
that we've ever been, but there's Gen Z has a loneliness problem. I've been meaning to make a video about this for a long time.
It's
We
like, but
like
we're so connected. Historically, we are the most connected. I
yeah.
could literally. go talk to some people in Korea right now. I could be like,
Right.
"Hello, Koreans," and they'll be like, "Hello, American black boy," and I'll be like, "Hey." But now it's like that. Like I don't understand how everyone is so socially inept. Like
Hmm.
it's something I've noticed where like a lot of younger people,
Yeah,
like
they have like no
they just
social skills.
they can't talk. Like they can't talk, and they talk crazy online. They have an online persona that's like so sassy and so like, and they pretend to be black for some. Everyone is black online. It's
Yeah.
weird, bro. Like everyone talks like a black woman online,
Hmm.
but then in real life they're not like this, bro. I'm like, what? What is going down?
Every like semester in college, I've been let down when I like start all my classes and I'm like, "Hey, I'm Cameron. Nice to meet you." And everyone's like, I'm like, "Okay, fine. All right, I guess I'll go on my phone too." Which makes
I
me feel like
mean,
such a boomer to be like, Gen Z is always on their phones, but it's like, come on, guys.
I mean
No,
that's
meet
me. Like
people.
I
Hmm.
I feel like I'm pretty introverted and I'm not
Yeah.
that social. Like, well, it depends. If it's like a school setting where we're all here for the purpose of like doing that, then like I'm not really out here to. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna like obviously if I'm at like a concert or something, I might be a little. Oh, you like this band? Oh, what bands you like? Like you know, I'm gonna be
Hmm.
like more. But if I'm at school or work, I'm like I'm here. I'm like the goal is this. But like
Yeah, I'm not here to make
even that,
friends.
I feel but you could still be that way and like not be socially inept. Like
Hmm.
people like there's a difference. Like it's just a weird way that people interact these days. I don't know. I don't like it,
Yeah, I don't like it either.
man. I'm like you'll be like, "Hey," and they look at you like you're not supposed to say hi.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I can't stand is like, man, I just want to like meet new people. And it's looked at like why, like it's like a sign of, I don't know, you're doing something wrong if you want to meet new people. It is
and then
very
they'll
bizarre.
and then they go online complaining about how they have no friends. I'm
Hmm.
like you act this way, but then you're like, I have no friends. No one's in my corner. I don't have anyone to talk to. Like I'm like, you can't have it both ways. Like
Yeah.
this is what you want to be. Like be that man.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we were here to
Oh, right.
discuss. Oh yeah, horoscopes. How
Horoscopes.
do you how do you feel about like the star signs, bro?
Okay, so
How
I
do you
don't,
feel?
like I was saying in our like taxi driver video, when it is accurate, it's totally real, and when it's not accurate, it's made up. That's sort of how I am. Like some people are super into it. I went to this party. My friend brought me to this, like, I think it was for the summer solstice because it was somewhat recently. Oh, wait, that can't be right because the summer solstice is coming up. So it must have been the winter solstice. Um, Winter solstice party, and everyone was like had their horoscopes read, and they did mine too. But I was the only person that like the person doing the horoscopes didn't really know very well. So she didn't have much to say to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like,
That's how you know.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't. Well, okay. I was just talking to my mom about this. How she's like, you aggressively like don't believe in anything. Like I am a super not religious, not spiritual person, but I
You
do
don't
like
believe in the Jewish Lord. You don't believe in the Jewish Lord.
not particularly, but I do like the idea. I'm scooting back because I want mouse to mouse. Um, I don't know. I just like the idea of it, even though I don't really think there's any reality to it. There have been a couple times where I've read stuff about like my exact birth date and time that I'm like, wow, that's really accurate and not just in a way of you could say this about anyone. But I'm sure
Yeah,
it's more of a
yeah.
coincidence than actually being any sort of, I don't know, it's written in the stars a million miles away message to the main.
It is written in the stars.
Seasons come and go, but I will never change. I'm on my way. Oh, here he is. Um,
I don't know how. Well, I mean, I am a black Christian raised boy, so you know, I
mhm.
don't I don't I don't partake in that
That's a
devil
little bit
stuff.
heretical.
in that
Yeah.
in that devil stuff. But I don't know. I always just thought it was. I don't want to be one of those people that trash it. Some people like some dudes make it their personality to trash horoscopes and look at all these girls. All they care ask about
Right.
your sign. It's so dumb. I'm like, who cares? Like if this is like if this is what they like, okay, like it's not a big deal to me. Some dudes make it their whole personality to like hate on horoscopes, and I'm like that's really weird. But I don't know. It's like it's I feel like it's random. I don't know cuz I've heard so many conflicting things. Like I've heard people like I'm a Leo. So I've
Mhm.
heard people go like oh, a Leo does this, and then another person will be like, a Leo does this, and it's like the exact opposite. So I'm like, what
Mhm.
does a Leo do? what what the key things I get from like the general a Leo is a sun sign, so they're
Mhm.
like and like they're like cats, you know, so they're like kind of selfish, self-centered, self-assured. They kind of like draw attention. They're like, the bright in the room. Everyone wants to like be around them, which I feel like I've heard about every other sign as well. But
Mhm.
like I've never seen someone explain a sign. No one wants to be around these people. Like,
Scorpios. Scorpios are
but
toxic, and also I in high school surrounded myself with Scorpios, and they were not toxic to be clear, but I yeah, that's a whole thing. Cameron and
so
Scorpios was a big thing in high school because like my like best friend was a
so you don't
Scorpio,
like
my other
Drake.
best friend was a Scorpio. I dated like two Scorpios in a row.
So you don't
And
like Drake then.
is Drake a Scorpio?
I'm pretty sure that's why he made his album Scorpion. I'm pretty sure
Mm,
it was like based off him being a Scorpio.
makes sense.
Wait, are Scorpios born in October?
Um, late October, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Only I sound like a Drake. I just know because his record label is October's very own, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't want to be like a person who knows Drake's
I thought it was
star
the other
sign.
vaginal option.
Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what it's for now. But like, yeah, I'm not a person who knows Drake's star sign and birthday by
Right.
heart. It's just something he mentions.
Hmm.
OVO, October's very own. Like,
Yeah. Let's see.
but
Do I still have CoStar? CoStar is this app that you put
nope.
in your birth date and time, and then it gives you a bunch of.
I don't know the
It'll
time
give
I
you
was
like a
born.
little. You don't? Oh man.
No,
Then I don't think we can get your. I don't know if you need the time to get your sun, moon, and rising, or if you can just
I
do it with
think
the
you do.
date.
Is that a thing that? Do you know the time you were born? Just
Hmm.
off the top of your head?
Well, I was born at
People are always shocked.
11:59 p.m., which is a
Oh,
kind
so
of
you were
like
like
novel
you're
time.
almost you were almost in a different day. You almost had a
Hmm.
different birthday.
And I had
Yeah,
the
I don't
same
know what
birthday.
time.
I have the same birthday as my uncle, and
Hmm.
I almost didn't. Um, and I think the conversation went something like my dad was like, "Do you want to wait an extra minute so that Cameron doesn't have the same birthday as her uncle?" And my mom said, "Like, get this thing out of me."
That's a hilarious conversation.
Um,
I only know. I didn't even fully understand star signs until recently. Like again, the only I there's a Kendrick song on the To Pimp a Butterfly album where he says your horoscope is a Gemini two sides, so you better cop everything two times. That's like okay. And then I
hmm.
looked up a Gemini. I was like, okay, so this is what a Gemini is. Noob is a Gemini, by the way. That's
Oh, interesting.
little fun
Geminis kind of
facts
be
right
like
there.
that.
Yeah.
I have lots of
That,
opinions on horoscopes that are half based in horoscopes and half based in the patterns of the people that I know with that sign. Where I'm like, oh, Capricorns are so toxic, and it's like I just knew a couple really shitty Capricorns.
every star sign is toxic to Cam.
No, that's not true. The No, I don't think most signs are toxic.
And what is there's that Biggie song where he like makes fun of dudes. He was like, "Who they attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign?"
Mm-hmm.
While I creep up from behind, ask you what your interests are. Like he's like
Mm-hmm.
so trashing
Yeah.
men who who be hitting up ladies about their sign. That was my only knowledge of horoscopes for most of my life. That and that I was a Leo. So wait, let me see
I
what
think
does
it's a
the
fun
internet?
conversation topic, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was talking to For a while I was talking to this guy who was a Gemini. No, he was a Cancer because Cancer men are
I just hear that cancers are very emotional. That's all I
crazy.
hear.
Yes, they are, but they're also Cancer men are often the kind of awesome. I mean, this is obviously all made up, but like very emotional, but also very emotionally unavailable has been my experience with Cancer men. Um, and I don't know, we had a lot of banter about like the Taurus Cancer compatibility. And we would just like go on websites and look stuff up and be like, wow, this is so us. But
Y'all were in there.
yeah.
It says, Taurus is an earth sign represented by the bull. Like their celestial animal counterpart, Taurines. I don't. That's probably not even pronounced correctly. You're my favorite Taurine. You're such a Taurine.
Wow.
Taurines enjoy relaxing, serene. I'm gonna mispronounce this. There's some words because I've read a lot of Southern Gothic literature. There's some
Mm-hmm.
words I've only like read that, but
Oh yeah.
I've never said out loud. Like, what was that word that Cormac McCarthy uses a lot? What's that? Archipelagos or whatever.
Archipelago. Yeah.
Archipelagos. Yeah, he uses that word
That's how I
a
think it's
lot
pronounced.
to
Maybe it's
describe things.
archipelago.
But I'm like, okay, that's a word. I never said it out
Yeah.
loud. Like,
I remember when I was little, I thought nearby was pronounced Nerby.
Nerby,
And I'd be like,
yo,
"Oh
Nerby,
yeah, there's a I don't
that's
know,
Nerby.
there's a bathroom Nerby." And my mom was like, "What?"
I used to think the word redeemer was pronounced Redemir because I used to play this game when I was little on the Sega Dreamcast. It was called Unreal Tournament. It
Mm.
was like I don't know, basically like a shooter similar to Halo, but there was this gun called the Redeemer, where it would basically if you shoot it, everyone in the room would die. It was like a rare gun. You just walk
Damn.
in the room, everyone died. And I'd be like, Dad, I got the Redemir. Dad, I got the Redemir. And he would
Redemir
just not
sounds like a
correct me.
Lord of the Rings character.
This is Redemir.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, Dad, I got the Redemir. And he wouldn't correct me. He would just let me say Redemir just because he thought it was funny. Like, he just let me keep saying Redemir.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Oh
enjoy
yeah. Okay.
relaxing and serene, bucolic. I pronounced that wrong, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm gonna continue on. Environments surrounded by soft sounds, soothing aromas, and succulent flavors. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the enchanting planet that governs love, beauty, and money. The planet of money. I love the
Oh
planet of
no. I've never heard
capitalism.
the money part. I didn't know Venus governed money. I like being governed by Venus because I get to be people are it'll always be like, "Oh, she accesses her divine feminine energy." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do." I didn't
I
know
love
Venus
that
also governed money.
capitalism is a part of astrology.
SMH.
Taurus is Venetian. What is that? How you would pronounce it? Like if someone like
Yeah, I think
Venetian,
Venetian. I
and I
would
feel
say
like that's like
Venetian
anyway.
personally, but what
Yeah,
website are you on?
Venetian.
I've never heard
This is
anything
what
like
I'm
this.
on. This is what I'm on. I think this is a magazine website, so I don't know how accurate this is.
Okay, interesting.
What influence make the Earth sign the most sensual of the zodiac? You're the
Yeah,
most sensual
that's what I've heard. I'm very sensual.
the zodiac. These cosmic oxen are enchanted by any physical manifestation of comfort and luxury. Pleasure is a necessity for Epicurean Taurines, and they feel most content when pampered. Taurus govern the neck, so neck caresses are especially irresistible to these bulls. That Wait, this is like a magazine website. I don't
Why
know.
is this so sensual?
In the
What
true
website
perfect
is
world,
this?
Taurians
And the
would
word
spend all
choice is
day
so strange too.
bathing in a tub overflowing with essential oils. At the same
That
time,
sounds
these are
horrible.
signs know the value of $1. Taurians aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves and work hard and earn big rewards. They're
That's
ambitious,
true.
focus and resilience, and they feel most secure when steadily putting money into a savings account. What this is allure. This is
Okay, because I want to find the
allure.
Leo one.
You want to find the
Okay,
Leo allure?
all right.
Cosmic oxen are all about return on investment.
I love being a
The bull is
cosmic
the
ox.
symbol of Wall Street. That sounds like a great punk band, the
Yeah,
Cosmic
I kind of
Oxen.
love that.
And Turians know how to play the long game in both professional and romantic pursuits. Security is paramount
True.
for Turians, and any threat to their stability will be sure to have a celestial bull seeing red.
There's again, it's like most of that was gobbledygook, but then those little parts, I'm like, oh, that's so true.
As a sign, Taurus is fixed on an astrological quality that reflects the Taurus's steadfast, loyal nature. Fixed signs are excellent at maintaining systems, and Taurians prioritize consistency and reliability in all areas of their lives. Okay, this is really long. I'm not gonna read. This is like a whole multiple page article, but yeah, you're my favorite cosmic oxen.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah,
Is there one for the
I'll
Leo?
skim this. Roll out the red carpet because Leo has arrived. Oh, I get it.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Is Leo
hold
a
on.
Leo?
I don't know. And Bo Burnham has a song called Ironic and he introduces it. He's like, I'm into the zodiac. I'm a Leo. I love Titanic.
Leonardo DiCaprio is a Scorpio.
Wow. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's such a Scorpio. Um, let's see. This
this
fixed
what?
sign is known for Oh, sorry.
So what I hear about Leos is that we are the center of attention.
Hmm.
We are loyal. We have to. It's like me, me, me. We're the best. I mean, my name is awesome, so that doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
Let's see. This fixed sign is known for its ambition and determination, but above all, Leos are celebrated for their remarkable bravery. Leo is represented by the Strength card, which depicts the divine expression of physical, mental, and emotional fortitude. I mean,
Fortitude.
fearless optimists who refuse to accept failure.
I mean, yeah.
Leos will find their deep wells of courage grow as they mature.
Yeah.
Let's see. Represented by the lion, Leos are recognized for their radiant charisma, natural leadership abilities, and effortless theatricality, but it says
Also
theatrically.
theatrical.
Um,
Effortless theatrically.
Leo interests often revolve around creative pursuits and self expression, whether through performing arts, fashion, or entrepreneurial endeavors. Leos love to showcase their talents and inspire others to channel their own bold ambition.
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't
that's what I'd
know.
be doing to you every
I
single
think that's
day.
kind of, yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of true.
That's what I'd be doing to you every single day, bro. I'd
You're always
be like, time to
showcasing your
encourage
talents and
Cam.
inspiring me to channel my own bold ambition.
I'd be like, it's time to. I'd be like, it's inspire. It's a influ. It's a encourage Cam o'clock, and I'm like, it's time.
Let's see. While Leos thrive on attention and recognition, they also yearn for generosity and loyalty. These charismatic partners thrive on being adored and respected, but they also want to give that to their lovers in return. Adoration is Leo's love language. So, fellow fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius, are always a good match. Aries and Sagittarius are effortlessly attracted to Leo's confidence and energy, valuing Leo's warmth and enthusiasm for life. All right, I'm at the bottom. I scrolled too much. I'm gonna look up
Such a
Taurus,
Leo.
Leo, compatibility, friendship.
Such a Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know, reading that, it just sounds like you're talking about someone named Leo. Um, Taurus and Leo love lavishness and comfort, often on an extravagant measure. I think that's both of us. I think we both love
that's what
extravagant lavishness.
that's what we love. We whenever we hang out, we're like on a yacht somewhere.
Yeah.
That's just what we do.
They both enjoy wealth and social status.
Oh
Leo
yeah, I
tend
love
to
it
be
so much.
flashy and impressive, the very embodiment of lofty standing and opulence, and Taurus admire Leo
Okay.
all the more for that.
You
Okay.
admire yours like I admire your opulence.
Yeah. This is so clearly AI generated, which is like so you either have to read this poorly written allure article or you go on these AI generated zodiac websites. There's no fun in this anymore.
It used to be someone writing this, but at least that was someone, like
Yeah.
some guy.
Like this doesn't even make
That's
sense. It's just repeating the same things over and over.
that's how I
It's so
feel about like
boring.
fortune cookies. I'm like be
Hmm.
reading fortune cookies. I'm like these have to be AI by now.
Hmm.
Leo's
Right, this
flair for
site
the
sucks.
dramatic. Leo's
Like,
flair for the dramatics is often tempered by the Taurus's down-to-earth energy and approach to life. Taurus can be encouraged out of their comfort zone thanks to the Leo's zest for life and desire for adventure. Do I encourage you out of your comfort out of your comfort zone with my zest for life and desire for adventure?
I mean, thanks to you, I've been going on camera without makeup on. So that's
Oh
something.
yes. Yeah.
Also, a flair for the dramatic so pierced the veil of you.
Oh yeah, so pierce the veil. I've been listening to that album a lot. I've been like that's been my on the work album, like on the way to work album.
My friend, who does not particularly like Pierce the Veil, has been playing it recently when we hang out just because I get so excited about it. It just like it
that
brings me back.
that Yeah Boy and Dollface song, I love that song. That
Yeah,
whole album hits. When a
that's
Leo and
so.
Taurus form a friendship, it's a decades long commitment. These two are the most loyal zodiac sign, and they'll stand by their friend through the thick and thin, and it's easy to see these two connect. They are the two most indulgent. Why?
What is it
Why
with
was
this?
so?
That's the one thing about Taurus. And I don't see it as much these days, but I used to whenever I would read about my zodiac. Like Tauruses love to eat, which is particularly funny for me. But it's
that
like those
yeah, you
Tauruses be
don't eat.
eating. They're always
If I
eating.
was reading about like like those pills, like how in the future the food will just be a pill that
Oh,
implants the
please.
calories and nutrients in your body. That's
Hurry up. I
that would
need
be
that
Cam.
already. Oh, I want food in pill form.
It's easy when they're okay. They're the more. It's easy to see how these two connect. They are the two most indulgent zodiac signs and share a love for the finer things, from
Hmm.
designer duds to Michelin-starred restaurants. Leo and Taurus pals are a game to spend freely, as long as they feel like royalty and get spoiled rotten in the process. These two know exactly the perfect gift to give each other. Another abd instead of and, it just says abd, will continue to melt one another's hearts with thoughtful mementos, like like Dave Blunt's
Yeah, I was gonna
shirts.
say like two Dave Blunt's t-shirts now. I'll have to figure out how to put business luncheon on a shirt.
Dude, I would look at that shirt and I would just get. I don't know why business luncheon. This the comparison of it being like a business luncheon. It just makes me laugh. I don't know why.
Anti-business luncheon club.
Like a business luncheon.
Like a business
They're
luncheon.
they're both incredibly reliable, which as fixed signs they both value deeply within their friendships. Their only hurdle will be managing streaks of stubbornness. One of them will have to cave eventually. Spoiler: Leo will cave first. So apparently, I will cave
Oh,
first. That's
interesting. I am very stubborn. Like
I'm fairly stubborn.
genuinely.
I'm fairly stubborn, but like
Yeah.
I'm stubborn, but like I don't know. If I lock in, like I can do anything. Like I can
Hmm.
just be like,
Yeah.
and I
And
get to the
actually,
like,
oh yeah.
if something has to be done, like even if I don't want to, but it's like if it's something I wouldn't do, my stubbornness, but I'm like, all right, it has to be done,
Oh yeah.
then I'll just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and to that end, I'm definitely like I'm stubborn in some ways, but I'm also a massive pushover. So like, I feel like if anyone caved, it would probably be me. But I don't know.
Pushover cam.
Maybe not a
Is that
pushover,
like
more of a
a?
people pleaser than a pushover. It's like it's a little different. Maybe not.
I'm like the opposite of a people pleaser. I'm a people displeaser. I
True.
like to. I kind of like when
You like pissing people
like
off.
yes. Like if I walk in and I know I'm like causing someone just a, not that I want to make someone like so mad, but if I'm
Hmm.
like, all right, this is just gonna cause them just a little bit of irritation, I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know how people like OCD type people. Like I had a friend who would be upset if anything was like slightly crooked. So like
Hmm.
if I knew he was coming over, I'd walk up to the picture frame on my wall and just slightly push it to the and just slightly push it. And this was at my parents' house, so he knew
Hmm.
it wasn't in his place to like go up and change
Uh-huh.
anything. So he couldn't do anything about it. But he would try to like bring it up to me. He's like, "Yeah, nice
Should
pictures
fix
over
that.
there," and I'd be like, "Yeah," and then, "All right, back to this video
Anyway.
game we're playing."
Oh my god.
just I do that just to get under his skin ever so slightly, like.
Insane behavior. That's such
Like
Leo behavior.
I'm such a
That's such a
Leo.
Leo thing to
Like
do.
like like recently, like on license plates we have to like, they sent me like a sticker, like to show what county I'm in. And like you put it on your license plate. I
Hmm.
don't know if is it like this, or it'll be like
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
bottom in the middle.
so. Hmm.
Well, I put mine. Mine is not centered. It's like off to the side, like, and I'm like, someone in traffic is
Just
gonna
speak
be
truth to
looking at
power.
this and be upset. And be upset.
Mhm.
Someone is gonna freak out that it's just stuck there forever, like, and I don't even care.
Let's see. I'm just reading my co-star story.
Let me. I'm gonna look up. You look up things about Taurus, and I'll look up things about Leo.
I'll so everyone
I
knows.
mean, yeah, I'll look up Taurus. You look up Leo. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'm a Taurus sun, Cancer moon, and Capricorn rising. I don't know much about Capricorn rising, but I'm such a Cancer moon, which basically just means I'm emotional. Um, let's
Emotional guy.
see. Sun.
This thing says that Taurus are 150% humble and 200% romantic. I don't know
What do
what
you
this
think
means.
about that?
Well, I mean, I'd say you're pretty humble. Humble to a point where you're like, I don't know, you're like humble to the point of like doubt of like
Yeah, that's what I was
humble.
gonna say. I'm like riddled with self-doubt. I don't know if that's being humble, but
Like I feel like you're far more talented than me, but I carry myself
yeah.
like I'm the like I'm the best. Like I'm like this. That's how you should be carrying yourself, man.
Let's say I'm the romance varies, I would say.
80%
But
romantic, 20%
yeah.
luck. 20, 15%.
skill.
Remember that? So
Yeah.
concentrated power and will.
Let's see. People born under the sign of Leo are natural born leaders. They are dramatic, creative, self confident, dominant, and extremely difficult to resist, able to achieve anything they want to in any area of life they commit to. There's a specific strength to a Leo in their king of the jungle status.
Yeah, I get that. We're lions. We're lions.
Yeah. Let's see.
We're such lions. I'm on the Britannica website. Maybe this is actually someone.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I don't go to that one too. Hmm.
The representation is a bull is related to the Greek myth of Zeus, who assumed form of the bull to abduct Europa. Oh, this is just telling me general
Yeah,
constellation.
this is just a bunch of. I'm on the Britannica too. It's all. Of course, Britannica is just going to give you like a straightforward. All right, we got People, we got USA Today, got the Old Farmer's Almanac. Is that the Ben Franklin thing? No, maybe. I don't know. All right, the
Taurus
USA
traits.
Today one already has a grammatical error, so we're not going to do that one.
Just read it. Just see what it has to say.
It's just a punctuation error, but it's enough for me to write the whole article off. Because I'm like, did no one proofread this? Did no one say, hey, this
Taurus
is wrong?
traits. Taurus traits just wants to cuddle. Homebody. All or nothing. No in between. Wears the same outfit every day. Hates big changes. Famous
Those are.
Tauruses. Karl Marx.
Let's
Malcolm X.
go! First of all those traits you just listed are true. Second of all, absolutely. Don't
Did
you
you wear
know?
the same? You're like Einstein? You wearing that same fit every day?
I will find, like, if I find a shirt that I like, I will just buy that shirt in, like, a bunch of different colors. Or, and not even that. It's more like, I'll go to Goodwill with my friend, because we'll shop at Goodwill a lot, and I'll just pick out a bunch of jeans that look the exact same. And he's like, don't you already have these? Like, don't you already have a bunch of, like, dark wash, straight leg jeans? And I'm like, I need more.
I feel like this is gonna sound very Leo of me, but I love flashy. If I had, I've always been well especially ever since I got sick. I kind of toned down my wardrobe because
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of like getting flashy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like I'm getting back to it. I used to wear like 7 necklaces at once everywhere I went, and I'd have on like watches. I'd have on like 2 watches
Mm-hmm.
and like a bracelets, bro. I
Wow.
love I like bright, flashy. If I had the money, I would get grills. I would wear grills. Literally,
Wow.
I'm a grill. I'm a gold grill, spinny rims. Like in my that's I'd love that. Matter of fact, how much are spinny rims? I need to know. But anyway, best careers for Taurus is
Oh,
hermit in the
please tell
woods.
me. But, oh God, man, I'm in this period of my life where I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do for a career? And this website is
You could
telling me
always be a
hermit in the
hermit.
woods.
Wall to bump up against. What does that even mean?
What?
A wall to bump up against. That's what it says. I
Okay.
guess that's a metaphor. Uh, food blogger.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
about
what you
that.
need to be. Yeah, speaking of food, what did you eat today, Cam? We're starting off early. What did you eat today?
Um, I haven't
Well, you
eaten
were
anything.
eating on
I
camera.
I got these from work, so I've been eating these, and that's it. That's all I've had today. Is a couple of these.
Dog,
I'll
I had
have like the
fried
sandwiches
rice.
before I go to work today. But
I had
what have you
fried
had?
rice. I had fried rice, fried chicken, dumplings, cookie, brownie,
That sounds pretty good.
broccoli. Sleep study patient. What? Okay.
Dude,
Sweatpants model? What does this even mean?
what site is this
Wait.
on?
Let me see. What was I on? Was this CoStar? Yeah, this was co-star.
Oh,
This was your boy.
co-star, come on. Co-star is very like quirky.
Okay, now I'm on a website called California Psychics. Those fortunate enough to be born beneath the sign of Taurus are gifted with patience and loyalty. Their symbol, the magnificent bull, represents their strength of character, body, and mind. Associated with the element of Earth, ruled by the planet Venus, it's no wonder that Taurus is known as the love bug of the zodiac sign. Their devotion to their loved ones is beyond reproach, and the steadfast dedication of the bull is stuff of legend. Taurus are the anchor of the Western zodiac. They do not shy away from challenge, and they aren't afraid to get the job done, regardless of what sacrifice is necessary. I feel like this is a very. I feel like this was said about every other sign I've read though. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's true of everyone, but I don't know. Let's
They
see.
will listen to anyone's opinion, but are rarely swayed in their perceptions. Additionally, they make wonderful spouses, and their parental skills are beyond reproach. Taurines are known to be the greatest lovers. You're a lover. That's what we've established today.
Hear that,
You're a
everyone?
lover girl.
Certified lover girl.
Certified lover girl. Certified what I don't know what to
Certified Ilurophile. I think that's a non. Is that the one I'm looking for? Yeah, a cat lover.
Additionally, their biggest pet peeve is dishonesty. If you ever want to see their bad side of the bull, deceive them and watch what happens. Fireworks are guaranteed. This is a person who can handle almost any kind of problem with direction and dedication. If they feel like they've been misled, they'll be gone before the door can slam. Do you feel that way?
I have a weird relationship with dishonesty because I've had a lot of dishonest people in my life, but I'm so like I don't know, maybe this is exposing a weakness about myself, but I've got this weird thing where I can't fathom the idea that someone would say something that isn't true. Where I'm like, why would
But
they say that if
it
it wasn't
must be
true?
true.
I'm like, why would you say that if that's not like why would you just lie? So then
Like
people will like
why?
lie and I'm like, well, that seems like a lie, but why would they lie? Like that's such a crazy thing to do. And then I get screwed over. Did I tell you about how I had a friend recently who was a pathological liar? I realized he was a pathological liar.
No, you didn't tell me this. What
I had
went down?
encountered people in my life before who I sort of like colloquially referred to as pathological liars because they just like lie a lot. But then I met this girl and I was hanging out with her for a while and I realized that every single thing she said was a lie. And I was like, this is crazy. I was like, what even like
It's freaking when people lie about that type of stuff.
yeah, I was like every single thing from like the first conversation we had, like everything was a lie. And I started to notice it because like she had told me that her parents were like high profile Chicago lawyers. And I was like, okay, sure. And then later we were watching it was like a group of us and we were watching Trailer Park Boys and she was like, "Oh yeah, I used to live in a trailer park." And I was like, those two things it's not impossible, but
I mean,
I
who
don't know
knows what
about
type of
that one.
lawyers?
Um and then I started writing down the stuff that she said because I was like, that doesn't sound right. She said that she had already gotten she was a psych major, incidentally. But she said that she'd already gotten her neuroscience degree, which is not how that works. Like if you get two undergrad degrees, you don't get them separately. You would get them at the same time. But um so she said that she'd already applied to med schools because we were talking about like applying to med schools. And then she was saying that she actually didn't want to apply to med school because when you apply to med school, you don't get to choose your field. And we were like, what? And she was like, yeah, like I wanted to go into psychiatry, but if I applied to this med school, they could put me in like podiatry or like gynecology. And I was like, no, I think you get to
Okay.
choose what field you go into.
Yeah.
But she was talking so confidently about it. And my friend and I were just looking at each other like, what is she talking about? So then she is saying that like she applied to med schools a year ago and got into some. And so we're like, what med schools did you get into? Um, what would I look up to get this? Oh, yeah. Rewind. She was saying that my friend was saying that she liked Lil Peep in high school, and um then this girl was like, "Oh yeah, I gave myself a bunch of Lil Peep tattoos when I was in high school, but they all faded. So you can't see them anymore." I'm like, "They
Oh
don't fade
yeah.
in, like a couple years. That's not." Um but so she was talking about applying to med schools and how she got into some, but then she didn't end up going to med school. So we're like, "What med schools did you get into?" And she's like, "U Chicago, UCLA, UCSB." And I have a friend applying to med schools right now, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not getting into more than one med school. Like, you're not getting into a bunch of med schools." But when she said all this, I was like, "That's kind of weird." And then later, my friend texts me. She's like, "Yeah, I looked it up. UCSB doesn't have a med school." And you're like, "What?"
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't I don't like lying, but I mean I feel like people lie a lot. To me, it's like if you show any sign of like disloyalty, then I'm
Yeah.
like okay. Like I mean lies. I feel like people lie a lot. I mean people lie in conversation. People like
Yeah.
I feel like part of being human is I mean
Yeah,
I
you fib a
consider myself
little.
a fairly honest person. Like realest nigga alive, awesome. But but I feel like part of being human is to lie. Like that's
Sure.
house everybody
Everyone,
lies.
yeah.
But
Everybody
like
lies.
to me it's like if you show sign of being disloyal in any area of your life, then like I
Hmm.
cannot associate. Like if I have a homie who I mean if a homie is like a player and like in that's kind of their personality and everyone is along with it like the girls he's with know that this is just what he does, like he's gonna be with all, then I'm like okay, this is just what you are. But if I had
Hmm.
a homie that's his girlfriend and he's like lying to her and like
Yeah.
cheating, I'm like if you can do that to the person you like are laying next to, like I
Right.
don't, then what like how do I stand a chance? Like if you could lie to someone you claim to love, like and
Hmm.
be disloyal, then I'm like that's disturbing. I can't. It's like disgusting to me. It's like cuz growing up how I grew up, loyalty was like
It's like
that was more
everything.
important than anything. Like it was like I need to know that like if it goes down like on a moment's notice, like you'll pick up the nearest metal object and just start like
Hmm.
swinging like I need to know like if it gets there, like you'll be like we're in this together. So I see any disloyalty, I'm like that's disgusting. Like
Hmm.
it's like ew, like you're disloyal, that's disgusting. Like keep
Yeah.
away from me. But dude, dude, I had a weird day. The short time I was in college before I was like, this ain't for me, and dipped
Hmm.
up out of there. We were like, it was a dude. It was. I feel like I told you this off camera before, but it was like one day. Well, I didn't go into what happened like during that day, but it was like a day. A friend of mine was having issues with like her roommate past slash love interest, where like he was like withholding her stuff, and it was. I'm not gonna go into this on camera,
Hmm.
but we were ready to commit acts of violence, and it was just a very tense day. Like
Hmm.
me and Noob were just like, well, this is what we're doing like
Hmm.
tonight. But leading up to that, we were at college. We were sitting around. Keep in mind, we're all tense because we're all just like, I'm like, hey, we're getting in a fight tonight. Like
Hmm.
we're like, and then and out of nowhere, this Israel guy pops out of nowhere. Not like the I'm talking about the black people who think the black people who are like we are the true Jews,
Yeah.
and in the end we will enslave the whites. Like
Hmm.
those guys. He pops out of nowhere and hands me a new pamphlets and has this 2 hour discussion with us. He pulls out like a stand in a
Hmm.
giant book and is like flipping through like showing he's like this is and he's like teaching me and he's like you can never commingle with the whites, the blacks, the Latinos, the Native Americans are the only ones for us, am I right, brother? And I was like actually Well,
Funny you say that.
I am white.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like shook, and I was like, and I'm Japanese. And then he was like, and he looked at me, and from that point on, he just kind of diverted his attention only to Noob and was like ignoring me for the rest of the time. And then, and bear in mind, while this is happening, it's my Hispanic homegirl who
Uh-huh.
was like, she was the one, but she pretty much just looks white, even though she's like Puerto Rican. I don't know. I don't know. She, if you didn't know, she just looks and sounds white,
Hmm.
which I'm pretty sure you can still be a white Hispanic, right? Like
Yeah.
that's like, but and it's my black and another black homegirl. We're all sitting there together. That guy leaves after giving us his like TED talk, and then he's like, "Peace be with you, brothers." He's wearing like a purple robe, like full dressed up. Then out of nowhere, this guy pops at this like musty white guy pops out of nowhere, sits in his spot, and just starts. You want to look at my stock portfolios, and then he just starts showing us everything. He's like, "You want to check my bank account right now? Look at all the zeros. Oh, you're wondering what the background of my phone is? That's my girlfriend. Yeah." And then he opens his gallery and shows us pictures of like a nice pickup truck. He's like, "That's my pickup truck. Am I right, guys?" And we're like, "Okay." And this guy's talking to us for a good 3 hours, dude. We were at the student center for like 5 hours, bro. By the end of that day, we were too tired to commit
Oh my
acts of
god.
violence. But so maybe it was like a
Hmm.
maybe it was a gift. But like we're sitting there, and he's being the worst, and he's every word he's saying is a lie. He's like, I asked my dad for 10,000. He said, never mind. Here's 20,000. So I said, all right, and like he's just telling complete lies.
Hmm.
He's like, that's my girlfriend. I'm gonna buy her a limousine. Like just just things like that. And then literally, I kid you not, later in the week we were just driving home, which our college was like a 45-minute drive. So we were back in our area, and we
Hmm.
see him standing at the bus stop with and we passed him, and we looked at him,
Oh my
and then he
god.
looked very embarrassed like
That's
but
so
this guy, he
funny.
was he was cutting, like anytime one of our like female friends was about to talk, literally at one time he put his finger in front of the girl's mouth and was like shh, 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 and then just continued
Oh my
with
god.
his lies.
That's crazy.
Then this dude was lying so much, dude. It
Hmm.
freaked me out. I was like, why? What purpose? Where did you spawn from? Like, we were
Hmm.
just sitting there ready to commit acts of violence, and this liar comes out of nowhere
Yeah.
talking, doing all of this, bro. It freaked me out, man. Oh yeah, and he pulled out his phone and started playing music. He ruined a song for me that I liked
Oh man.
because he was playing it and kind of like breaking it down and explaining all the lyrics. Like, and the song was called "Wetter" by Twista.
Letter
So,
by 12. Put that.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I'm calling you daddy.
Uh-huh.
I done got wet, but I can get wetter. I mean, it was that.
Yeah.
It was that song, but and now every time I hear that song, I just think of that guy, and I hate it.
Sad. So sad. I don't know.
Oh yeah, wait. I need more. What's more? What was the website I was on where I read all that? Go to California
Okay, yeah, your
Psychics
thing sounded crazy. All right, let's see.
and look up the
Neo
Leo.
California. Psych-
Oh, the negative qualities of the Taurus. The downfall of many people born under the Taurus is their tendency to burn out due to their constant need to tend to their herd. They frequently help people so much that they become exhausted at
Oh,
that
oh
point.
yeah.
They simply stop. They'll shut down for an indeterminate amount of time, then spring back to life when they've reacclimated to their comfort zone. The sign of Taurus wants to be challenged and will never be satisfied sitting in their laurels. Regardless of the accolades they receive, the Taurus won't view their previous victories as enough. They know they always have their eyes aimed at the horizon.
This was a big problem for me in high school. All of that. People are like, you need to chill the fuck out. Yeah, I was like
Dude, you are
extremely
genuinely so talented,
self-sacrificing.
bro. Yes,
Thank you.
you are genuinely so talented, and like just again, I feel like I haven't seen you like
Hmm.
interact like with your people. Like I don't really know that
Hmm.
like I've not been up in Chicago, and I probably won't be because I don't want to die in them rough streets. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I feel like you just the vibe you give. You're like a very talented person,
Hmm.
and you seem very like giving. Like you do like if like you do a lot like you go through a lot for someone, bro. So yeah, dude,
That's
you
so
gotta
kind of
relax, bro.
you. Thank you. Oh. Wait, okay, I found the California Psychics.
The
Um, were
California
you
psychics,
were
California
you looking
ices.
at the daily horoscope or were you just looking at the
Let me see.
let's see.
It just said Taurus traits. Let
Would
me
you say
see.
your best day is Sunday?
Uh, I mean, I've never.
Have you ever thought about what
I
your
don't know.
best day is?
My best day is any day.
Hell yeah. That's a
I'm
great
the best every
outlook.
day.
All right, let's see. I'm just getting these daily horoscopes, but all right, let's see
Wait,
what
let
your
me see
daily horoscope for
traits.
today is. Let's see.
Oh wait, okay, I found it.
Oh,
I'll
wait, here
send
we
you the
go.
link.
Leo character traits. Okay, let's
I'll
see.
send you the link I'm seeing that gives that it was like the same page but just Leo. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Here, I think I have some stuff. Or I'll just go to what you said. Yeah, okay, this is what I was on. Let's see. Where'd it go? Leos love life. Leos have very magnetic personalities and leading others toward their best selves as they push themselves to do the same comes easily to this. Oh, I see. It's another punctuation error.
just let it go.
Their magnetic personalities make it fairly easy for them to make friends and make people feel comfortable. They are loving, caring, and generous to those that they let into their lives. And because of this, they really dislike those who are selfish and emotionally closed off. Um,
Yeah, loyalty.
yeah. Let's see.
I saw under it was like the shadow of the
Yeah.
lion.
The one thing that I've been seeing that I've been not reading because I just don't think it's true is that Leos are very worried about what other people think.
I don't care what people think about me, man.
Yeah. Do you think your
What's the
ego can
shadow
become
of?
an obstacle to you truly reaching the heights that you wish to attain?
Oh, okay. My ego is fairly massive. I'm not. It's like
Mhm.
I've chilled out. If you knew
Yeah,
me
you
when I was
mentioned
like,
this.
if you knew me when I was like 15, you would be like, bro, you gotta relax. Like,
Mhm.
the world does not revolve around around you. But like my ego was still there. Like if someone took a lie detector to me and asked was like, "Do you think that you are amazing?" I would be like, "Yes," and it'd be like, and it would be like true. Like,
True.
wait, what's the dark side of the Leo?
Yeah, let's
Uh,
see.
the oh yeah, the shadow side of the lion.
Where did that go?
It was right underneath the
Oh,
positive
there it
Leo
is. Okay,
traits.
bright stage lights do have their downside. They can cause shadows. The shadow side to this sign is that they can be arrogant, controlling, and inflexible, especially if they fear that someone is trying to one up them. They are not
I
averse to
don't
blocking
care
people
about
out of
that.
their lives. You don't care?
I don't
Or
care
you.
about being one upped.
Hmm. Well, they're not
But I
averse to
will block
blocking,
people.
yeah, blocking people out of their lives if they feel it necessary. Saying I'm sorry doesn't come easily to the majestic Leo. Other problems can arise if their self confidence becomes too inflated, as their ego can become an obstacle to them truly reaching the heights that they wish to attain. How do you feel about
Yeah.
apologizing?
I'm not. I don't. I've never felt bad. Okay, if that's the thing is, I have to feel like I did something wrong.
Yeah.
I have to feel like I did. Okay, if I genuinely believe I did something wrong, then I'm like right away. I'm sorry. Like, but like, uh, But no, if I feel like I didn't do something wrong,
Right,
then
like an
I'll be like,
appeasement apology.
yeah, I'd never appease in general. Like
Hmm.
I have to be real about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see.
We are ruled by the sun, the Fire
Oh,
Nation.
everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Let's see. What's CoStar telling me about today? I wonder. I've wondered if like CoStar. I don't know if I. They probably can't do this, but I'm like, can this like Zodiac app look at the other stuff on my phone the way where like Google will give you targeted ads because they're listening to everything
You
you
think
say.
it's doing that?
I almost wish it was because I would. It would be so fun if they were like, we feel like you're. I don't even know. Struggling with thinking and creativity because they know that I'm like having writer's block about this video. I'd be like, how'd you know?
Wait, what?
Um.
Okay, the Leo man. Although many will say that the
Oh yeah, it said
Scorpios
you're
are
really
the
horny.
are the sexual sign, the lusty Leo is no slouch in this department.
Whoa.
Gallant, confident, and powerful. He has no problem seducing the focus of his attention. He will show off, do his best to make you laugh, and do whatever it takes to, to do whatever it takes for you to know what he wants. He wants to be your knight in shining armor.
How do you feel about that?
That's okay. I feel like game. I've never been one to game a girl, but I feel like that's kind of part of conversation in general. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
conversation with anyone, even if like platonic male female, you're like gaming them. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're like spitting game. Like that's kind of how you talk. So I don't know. I'm definitely I'm not the lusty Leo.
Let's see.
And like to be your knight in shining armor,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've had to inadvertently be that. Like not by my not by choice, not like it's something I strive to be, but I feel like that I've been in like the position where I've had to where I've like that was a role.
Interesting.
Wait.
Well, I'm reading Dating Life Taurus Woman, and it's like straightforward and
You're
direct
Taurine.
communication. Hmm?
I was just saying Taurine.
Taurine. Um, Straightforward, direct communication that is also calm and reasoned in tone is particularly valued by the Taurus woman. In fact, signs that a Taurus woman likes you include her initiating conversations with you, even on topics that might be considered sensitive. Keep in mind, though, that she has a stubborn streak. If you have a difference of opinion, don't be surprised if she doesn't back down from her point. This doesn't mean, however, that she has a problem with you personally. In fact, she will likely respect you more if you don't give in to her perspective, at least right away. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Diff- I f- Differing opinions. I feel like that's for a lot of women. Like I feel like a lot of men will fall because they'll like be talking to a woman and they just say like "me too" to everything. Oh, you
mhm,
like that? Me too. Oh, you like
yeah.
that? Me too. Like, and it's not like, and it's all, but it's equally annoying if you completely went against everything. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's a
Mhm.
stupid thought. Like, but it's like if you were just like, oh no, I don't. I look at it this way. Oh, you look at it this way. This is how I look at it. Oh, that's interesting. Like that's more.
Yeah,
That's a
I
better way
definitely
to
like
go about
having
it.
discussions like that. And to your point, I used to date someone who would play devil's advocate to every single thing I said, and I was like, shut the fuck up. Uh, Outside of that, I like, yeah, spending time with people who will like, you can sort of have a back and forth. But the
Yeah.
initiating conversations, even on topics that might be considered sensitive, is low key so true.
Now, would are you the sensitivity
I like deep
you in
talks.
there?
I
Let's talk about
definitely,
life.
yeah.
Let's trauma dump.
And I had this, yeah, I don't know. I had a tendency to, I have a few guy friends from high school who I didn't like seek them out, but it just managed to like one of them was like the section leader with me in band and one of them was the um pep band co-head with me. So like we just happened to be working closely together, but they were very like emotionally closed off people. And I was just kind of like, I don't care. I want to talk about our lives. Let's talk about our lives. And then like I've developed very close relationships with them. I was talking to both of them yesterday actually for different reasons, but one of them was like, I'm really glad that we got to know each other and I'm glad that we've like maintained this friendship. And I was like, oh my god, you were just like this freaking dork in high school that never talked to anyone. I don't know. That's not a nice way to describe it. But I mean that in an
Dorks.
affectionate way that he would agree with. That he was just like he will cop to that. That he was just like, yeah, I didn't give people the time of day or whatever. But it's not an I can change him kind of thing. It's just I like having deep talks, people.
Deep talks. So real.
I'm so
So real.
real. I'm
So deep.
so down to earth. I'm so authentic and genuine.
You're so real. You're such a taurine.
I'm
You're
such a
such a
Taurus.
cosmic oxen.
I'm the most cosmic ox you'll ever meet. Um,
I'm seeing. But man, oh, the shadow of the lion. I love that. That's another
that's so
great
funny. Yeah.
the shadow of the lion.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
If I feel like every star sign I read, it's like this one is horny. This one is horny. This one
True. I feel like
is
they're not
horny.
gonna. I feel like they're not gonna be like, yeah, this star sign is celibate.
It's not horny.
This star sign
This is the
has
virgin sign.
uncharacteristically low libido. Like, I don't know.
I read this. I was talking this about someone, and they were like, "You're probably like on the demi romantic
Oh yeah.
spectrum or something." But this type of stuff is not the hood. So this is new stuff to me. I was not. I'm not online, bro. I'm outside. I'm on the corner.
Uh
I'm
huh. About
but
being
I was just like
demisexual.
talking to someone. I was talking to someone, and I was like, I just don't. I have no interest in someone unless I know them. Like I could see it like a fine, like I'll be like a fine girl. I'm like, yo, that's fine. Like she's fine, but I'll be
Yeah.
like, I have no interest in talking to them because I don't know them. Like, like
I
I'll be
could see
like,
that for you.
like
I could see you being demi-romantic or demisexual.
yeah, like I literally like I have no interest in ever talking to someone unless I know them. Like
Hmm.
it's like it'll be happy. Like I'll be out talking to someone and they'll be like, and like people will be like, "You really hit it off with that girl." I'm like, "What?" And we were just talking. I'm like, "I don't
Hmm.
really know her." And then like months later, I'm like, "Oh, like okay."
Yeah.
Now that I know this person, like, but I gotta know.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's based in like that's how I am or like that's just kind of how I was bred to be
Sure.
because I would assume everything is a trap like
Yeah.
I would assume everything was a setup. Like until fairly recently, I was extremely closed off. I was like no new friends, like Drake said, uh, and I was just like only time I would make friends is if a friend introduced them to me. But I'd literally be at an event and I'd just be sitting there with my arms crossed, just mean mugging. Like my all my jewelry, I'd have on like a pimp fur jacket. Like I'd have on like some bright shoes, and I'd just be sitting there, and I'd like my boys beside me, and I'd talk to them, and then like they'd go find someone and talk to them, and then I'd have to get the nod that this person is cool because I trust my people, and then I'd be
Hmm.
like, all right, I'll accept your presence. This is such this is so Leo of me.
That's so Leo of you.
I'd be like, all
Such
right,
Leo
I
behavior.
acknowledge your presence.
Yeah.
You may speak. You may address me. Like,
You have permission.
Yeah, but like, nah, man. Unless like I know the person, I have no interest, bro. Like, you could be like someone could be the finest woman I've ever seen in my life, and I could
Hmm.
acknowledge in my mind, I'm like, this girl is beautiful. She's smart. She's funny. We could
Uh-huh.
probably be great friends. But I have no interest at all. Like, so. Like that, like
Interesting.
I was always confused watching movies growing up because like there'd be like a scene where like they would like I'm like, why are people just looking at each other and they're like and they're just horny, like
Yeah.
like you don't know if this person is real, like
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know where I fall on that spectrum. It's hard to say. Definitely depends on the person. I will say, like, yeah,
I
basically
mean,
every person that I've dated, I started out being definitively not attracted to. Being like, I definitively don't find this person attractive. And then I would get to know them, and then I would be like, oh, I do. Which
they
makes
grew on
me,
you.
yeah.
They grew on you.
Someone was saying, like, they were like, that's so not superficial of you. Like, that you don't judge people by their appearance and you actually judge them by their personality. I'm like, that's a very nice way of, like, assessing that. I don't know
Dude,
if that's
that's
really what that is, but that's,
I mean like the person
yeah.
being attractive is like that's like I guess that's part of it, but it's like more like I don't know.
Yeah. Because I would
This is
start to
like
find
a
them attractive, like, physically attractive
yeah.
once I got to know them. But yeah, I don't often find people. My fucking friend, he was like, I don't know, he was being really weird. Where he was like, "Do you just like not have standards?" Because he was like, "I don't understand why like you find the people that you find attractive." I'm like, "Well, it's because I got to know them. Like, I don't know. I
Bro,
can look at
people
a person and
become
be like, oh, that
yeah.
person is physically attractive, but it's not like a, oh wow, I'm so overtaken by how attractive they are unless I know them. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That's where I. It's hard to like meet people at bars because I'm like I don't like sure you're
I don't
fine
know you.
looking, but I don't really care. Yeah.
Someone being attractive does not make me want to spend time with them. Like
Right.
it's like a it's not like a I mean it may be like oh this person is good to look at, take a little like do the
Yeah.
little like quick looks like oh this
Hmm.
person's fine, but like it's like no, like I don't it's about how like the vibe, like and the vibe is like familiarity to me.
Hmm.
But it's also just because of like that's familiarity is like safety to me. Like I'm like this person is not going to set me up
Yeah.
to be robbed.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, hookup
I.
culture freaks me out. Why are you
Uh,
inviting people back to your house that you just met? I could never be roommates with someone that brings strangers that tells strangers my address, bro. I'm like,
mhm.
you tell them the ops where I live? Now the ops can slide? Like what what are we doing, man? Like
Incidentally, I've
what
dabbled in hookup culture, but on the arguably more dangerous side, where I'm like, I don't want some stranger at my house, so I'll just go to a stranger's house, which is probably worse. But yeah, I don't know. Only don't know a
Nah,
little
that's
bit.
scary.
Yeah,
That's scary.
but it's not like I would never like go from a bar or like from a party to someone's house. It's only like, oh, I've been talking to this person a little bit, and it's like I don't know, midday or something. No, not midday, but in the evening. I don't know. Um,
I don't like going. I don't like people at my house. The fact
mhm.
that you've been to my house is like a rarity. I'm like, you know my address. That's a
Mhm.
like. I don't like friends at my house, even if I have close friends. A lot of my friends
Uh-huh.
don't know where I live. Like I'm like, we'll meet up somewhere else.
Yeah,
We'll meet up at the restaurant. Like
that's typically how I would be, like 9 times out of 10. Um, yeah, I think I mentioned when I was staying at my friend's apartment in Ohio, and then you came to pick me up. And I like go out in the parking lot, and then I see you and Noob standing outside the car, and I'm like, I'm just getting into this dude's car, and we're gonna drive for an hour.
We were just standing there, just like,
Yeah.
hey.
I'm an hour out from anyone I know, and with these people that I'd met on the internet, I was like, this is crazy. But it ended up being fine.
Hey, this is the way of today. This is like
Yeah.
everyone is just people are on Tinder, going to people's houses.
Yeah.
This is the
Maybe
way.
that was part of it too, was that I had a friend in college who was huge into hookup culture. We celebrated her hitting 100 body count sophomore year of college.
That was it a goal? This was she
I don't think it
like
was
a
something that
tally
she
mark?
was like actively trying to like. She made a point of being like, I don't just go for anyone, but she kind of just wanted to roll on people because, you know. But I don't know. I
Dog,
think it was just she just had a lot of fun doing it, and
I've not even met 100 people in my life. I can't even name 100 people.
yeah.
Like,
But it would be like everywhere we went, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I hooked up with that guy," or like I hooked up with her, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay." But then having like that person as a close friend was like, "Oh, okay, well,
oh
someone's
nah.
doing this." And they're coming
Not
out
even on,
alive and unscathed, relatively.
not
But
even on some like I'm not like people can live as they live. I don't care. Like
yeah,
I got home girls that are on like OnlyFans, which is weird, bro. I
uh-huh.
got home girls that like I'm on
Oh yeah,
Twitter and I follow them because they're my friends. But
yeah.
then I'm like, hey, whoa! I didn't
Whoa.
mean to see this much of you. Like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to see this much of you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, people can do what they want. No, everyone is different. But like, I just don't. The idea of like 100 people, like me devoting time to like 100 to all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is very Leo of me, but I feel like my time is very valuable. I'm like, why would I bless this
Uh-huh.
person? Why would I? I'm like, why would I bless this random with my presence? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, why would I do this?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm in here with my luxury in my satin in my red
In my
carpet.
in my den of opulence. I think I'm
I'm
just gonna
like
welcome you to my
this.
den of opulence.
Yeah, whoa! It's already been like an hour
I
and
know it's been like
23
forever.
minutes. Wow, that went by pretty quickly.
Crazy.
But hey, for the algorithm,
For the algorithm.
Judaism.
Oh yeah.
Ju- what Jewish hookup culture? Jewish zodiac signs.
Went to a yard fight this weekend. Or had a yard. I don't know if you can say I went to a yard site, but I had a yard site this weekend.
I feel like you
Yeah.
talked about that. Yeah. Judaism is all the rage. What are all the cover all the boxes? Cam, eat food.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Cam, post videos,
Yeah.
ask all the TV glow.
Oh,
Cam
that
is
those
talented.
files are being such a. But yeah, if I can get those video files to work, because I keep trying to edit it and it won't like play, and I'm like, I have, it's such a pain. But I'll make it
But
work. I'll
yeah,
figure it out. Yeah.
Cam is talented. Keep
Thank
doing your
you.
thing, bro. Dog, genuinely, you like. I feel like I have a lot of talented home. Like I'd be seeing
Hmm.
Noob drawing like portraits and pictures in the living room all day. I'm like, this guy
Oh.
is a talented guy. But he's like he's been painting like a portrait of Dave Blunt's for
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's so funny.
for a while. But
Wow.
yeah, Killa Cam,
It's my 18th birthday
gang
and I'm
gang.
stuck.
Gang gang.
I gotta celebrate all on my own. My ideal birthday party doesn't take place on Zoom. But now I can't get out of my room. I've been waiting on this day since I was 12 years old. But these are circumstances unfortunate.